Hey everyone, it's Anya. Welcome back to my channel. And today for you, I have my weekly wax empties, and I have a few partials in here that I think, yeah, a few partials. So I'm very excited. This is my favorite video of the week, and this is one of my favorite videos to watch on other creators' channels in the wax community. So if you want to know what I went through this week, then just stay tuned. But anywho, we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about wax. So this is what the basket's looking like today. And let me just get some of these partials out. That's it for partials. Oh no, there's two. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I melted a little bit here of Ebony and Ivory Wax Co. in Peaches and Cream in the living room. I have a few pieces left that didn't fit in any of the warmers, and I put this in all of the warmers and my tea lights in the living room. This is a beautiful peachy, a creamy peach scent. The notes on this says fresh Georgia peach, creamy vanilla bean, and sweet musk. There's definitely like a sweet musk note, but I really do like the vanilla bean with this. It kind of tones down. Sometimes like fruits can be a little sharp, but this is definitely a creamy, beautiful peach. Highly recommend if you are weary about peach scents. This does not also give I'm not one that picks up the off-putting note that some peaches can have. I love all varieties of peaches, whether they're creamy or just the fruit itself. I love peach nectar, Georgia peach, peach gummies. I'm here for all of them. So loved that. Very much have been enjoying trying out my Ebony and Ivory wax. I have one here from Teddy B's. Melted about a quarter of my tub here of one of a kind oak. This is so good, and I'm so glad I have more coming, but also forcing myself trying to obtain another size of this, whether it be a souffle, a tub, or a loaf. We shall see. So this says baked waffle cookies, caramelized vanilla, toasted macadamia, brown butter cookie dough, and vanilla extract. This is such a yummy, gourmand, nutty scent without being super heavy. There's not a brown sugar. I don't get a brown sugar note in this. It's just like a light, nutty cookie. I love this when I first melted it. I loved it the fourth time I've melted it. I've melted it in any space, but just most recently I did about 2 ounces worth in my living room, and it was stunning and such a great way to relax for the evening. And I would highly recommend if you like a gourmand bakery notes. This does have like a little bit of the caramelized vanilla, and the macadamia kind of gave me a cruisin' Crush 71 type, but it also gives me a little bit of Bianco latte type. So I don't know what oil she used for this, but this is a stunner. If you like cookie type scents that are not heavy butter and more nutty, definitely give one oak a try. Oh, this one's so good. This is from Sassaville Aroma on the Pier. Try to do it without the glare. Okay, so this has caramel drizzled popcorn with sweet candy apples blended with stew cream and a touch of sea salt. This is probably one of the scents that I explored through in 2023 when I was on my journey to find caramel and caramel apple scents that I enjoyed. This is one of those. I was craving, I'm starting to like crave like carnival kind of scents since it's like the middle of July. I typically, the closer it gets to August and September, I'm like, oh, I can't wait for like carnival, which leads into fall scents. Yeah, this is so good. You definitely get the candied apple, you get the caramel, you get the popcorn. It's so pretty with the sea salt. I think the sea salt helps to touch, or to help to soften the denseness that caramel can have. Highly recommend on the Pier. This is my second brittle of this, and I would repurchase this again. I'm looking forward to melting that again at some point in this month or next month. And then another one that is a partial. I actually melted 2 shapes here of blackberry sugar from I Heart Wax. This is double blackberries, sweet bakery notes, lemon or sweet lemons, which is sweet on Paris type, cashmere creme, sugar cane, and marshmallow cream. This is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. This is a bright tart, lovely blackberry and lemon. Super sweet, super yummy. And I melted this last night with a blend that I had made somewhere in here. This has blackberry jam butter cookies, pecan pancakes, which is like it's kind of a variation on PPW without the pumpkin and glazed donuts. So I called it Sweet Things. I haven't offered this in my shop yet. So I used this whole clam in the living room, and I cut two pieces or two shapes in half. So I had that in alternating warmers. To give me more blackberry to go with this blend, and it was absolutely yummy. I'm so here for it. Blackberry sugar would definitely be repurchased. It was just so stunning, and this combination had melted all the way through the evening. So I had this in about 4, maybe 5 o'clock yesterday, and it dissipated by the morning, but it was still totally worth it. Very much looking forward to enjoying some more of Audra's wax. And that's it for the partials. I have wrapped up 2 bags of the jumbo cotton balls from Equates. Okay, let's do Scentsy first and get those out of the way. Okay, there's a bug in there. Scentsy clams. I have 5 here to talk about. So the first one I have here, actually we'll do that last because it was a mix that I did. Clamshells, Street Parade. I don't also have the notes on any of these. If I have them, I'll spout them off, but I don't have the notes for Street Parade. But this is like a pineapple drink, similar to a hurricane. I get a pineapple note and a rum note. Sweet, beautiful scent. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I actually melted this quite a bit in the kitchen and then also in my bathroom. And I would purchase this again. But it didn't last very long. This was like a one and done within 12 hours. So, but I did enjoy it, and I'm glad that I finally tried Street Parade. Melted in my bedroom, finished up my whipped frosting here in the bedroom. I love this. This is like golden sugar, vanilla bean, rich buttercream frosting. And it's just a great performer. This actually performs better for me than vanilla bean buttercream. And I have this in my club. And I only have 1 bar, but my club processes this month. So I wanted to finish it up and enjoy it. Make sure I have use the wax that's in my club versus just hoarding it. Another one that I got recently, this was from a clearance update. I melted through one of my bars of Pastelitos in the kitchen, and I used 2 cubes in the bathroom. This is kind of like a rum and pineapple kind of scent, but from what I remember, Pastelitos is a baked good from Puerto Rico, as far as I can remember. This was just another fruity pineapple type scent. It was about a medium strong when it threw, but it also dissipated within the 12-hour mark. So, I mean, it's a fruit scent. It's not going to last all day. The 4th bar that I finished up, I wrapped up the last half of this bar, Bonfire Beach, and actually melted this with Richard's Mustache from Second and Spruce. We'll talk about that when I get to it, but this and alternating warmers with Richard's Mustache, it was like twins. Perfect. Bonfire Beach is a scent. This is toasted marshmallow, sea salt, flint, sandalwood. In my club, also available in the catalog currently. I have one more left in my stash from my earlier purchase in March. And then I think I'm gonna try to get another 3 bars, but also put 2 in my club. And then I have also finished up a room spray here in Rainbow Sherbet. This has orange, sugar, strawberry, and key lime. I use this, I've had this for years, like I want to say 3 or 4 years. Used it in a bathroom, used it in the living room, but I've been mainly trying to finish this off in the car. Like I would spray my floor mats just for a boost of fragrance and also just to give me some more quick aromatherapy. So I loved Rainbow Sherbet, very much enjoyed that. If I was a hoarder of key lime scents or lime varieties, that would definitely go in my club. Also wrapped up a twin pack of the strawberry lemon cake pods. This still has a little bit of scent, so I think I'm going to hold on to these for my Scentsy Go, because I find when I use my Scentsy Go versus my mini fan diffuser in the car, I can get a few more rounds of enjoyment from that. So I'm going to hold on to that, make sure I mark it and put it in storage, like in my pods box. And then lastly, on the 4th of July, I melted a bar of red, white, and berry pie in the kitchen. I did the whole bar in there, and I have no regrets. It was freaking stunning. This is like a cherry and raspberry and vanilla, but I swear there's like a crust note in here that I could smell in the evening. I put this in the morning. I had to work, so I put this in the morning, and even when I came home, this was still throwing beautifully. To go with this, I also melted from I Heart Wax a firecracker pop. This was like a scent shot equivalent. This is like 2 ounces worth. I cut this in quarters and spread this throughout my living room, so it was like a cherry vibe to the day on the 4th of July, and it was beautiful. I have one more bar left of red, white, and berry pie. Not my absolute favorite, but I am appreciating it more that I have finished off my brick of maraschino sugar cookie and just enjoying cherry more than I used to in the past. So thoroughly enjoyed those in alternating spaces. Okay, let's do clams. So I only have 1 retail clam here, and then the other 5 are ones that I have poured. I melted Beach Please from Sensationals in the living room, and this is like a tropical coconutty, a little floral, kind of like I feel like there's like a plumeria or some sort of like hibiscus note. It's very tropical, very beautiful. This through all freaking day, a whole 24 hours in the living room. And these little clams are such little beasts, so I really enjoyed that as well. Okay, last clamshells here. This was in my stash. This was my first test blend of Peachy and Very Clean Clothes. This has white green and raspberry and the downy blue mixed together. This is so pretty. I poured this back in February of 2024. I've melted this in my bathroom. I really like to do laundry type scents out there or in there just for some fresh quality. The notes in Peachy Berry Clean Clothes is peach, blackberries, mandarin, pineapple, starfruit, rose, pink orchid, jasmine, neroli, amber, whipped vanilla, aquatic notes, patchouli, woods, and musk. It's a lot for those 2 oils. Yeah, such a great combination. Peach, the white nectarine, and raspberry along with the downy blue. It's a stunning combination. So if you have anything similar, highly recommend. Wrapped up in my living room, I melted through the last 4 pieces of my clam here in Blazed. This has Boardwalk Nights, which is a Bath & Body Works type, fire roasted marshmallows, boardwalk marshmallow, cashmere woods, and a hint of campfire marshmallow. Stunning blend. Really cozy, really perfumey, lovely with the woodsy notes. Like you get, like the campfire marshmallow gives that smokiness, but you also get a lot of the sandalwood that comes from the Bonfire Nights and the cashmere woods. It's so pretty. This would be beautiful any time of year. If you like sandalwood notes, sandalwood, cashmere woods, or you appreciate Bonfire Nights from Bath & Body Works, this is a beautiful combination. I think I have one souffle left, and I'll be bringing this back. Trust. Okay. Melting today in my living room. Front Porch Peach Treat. This is a blend that I offered in the May opening. This is sliced Georgia peaches, doughy cobbler topping, sprinkled with cinnamon sugar, crushed waffle cone bits, and a scoop of vanilla ice cream. This is a creamy bakery peach combination, and I'm really proud of how this turned out. Also, this kind of gives me like peaches and cream oatmeal kind of vibes. Like if you ever ate those instant oatmeal packets when you were a kid or a grown up, because I still love those. It smells like that to me too. So I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Really love this Georgia peach oil. And I'm also working on a fall version of this scent. So loved that, and I'm so glad I also kept myself a souffle because that's so yummy. Oh, this clam was the bottom portion. Yep, she died. It's okay. We'll just take it off and we'll just pretend that the mic's working. This was the bottom, well, the layered portion of one of my scents that I just offered in Don't Tempt Me. This has pretzel and donuts, vanilla bean buttercream crunch, vanilla. What is the vanilla buttercream crunch? It has toffee notes, buttercream, vanilla, something else too. I don't have the notes here with me, but I didn't have enough to do a full layer of the wild berry tart and strawberry jam and glazed donuts combination that was originally on. It's a layered scent for the clams as well as the souffles. So this was just the portion with the pretzel and the donuts. I freaking love this. I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's the first time I had been using pretzel, and I'm really liking it with like toffee and buttercream. And extra donuts, like that glazed donuts gives me like Krispy Kreme vibes. You can't go wrong with pretzel and donuts and buttercream at all, period. I have a few cubes melting out there with the Front Porch Peach Treat in 2 warmers. So loved this. I think I have one more left of just the pretzel donut combination, but also have myself 2 souffles of Don't Tempt Me. So very excited to try that out. I actually have one of the souffles in my chopping basket. And then this is a blend that I'm offering this fall and winter. It's called Smoked and Fried. This has salted caramel, eggnog, bonfire embers, sugared cronuts, powdered donuts, churro, and a hint of pretzel. This definitely has more caramel and eggnog than the bready notes, but you can still get the bready notes. I love the cronut in this, which is like a fried croissant. Extra powdered donuts just give that such a depth of fried dough, and then you get the churro, but it's not super strong on the churro. I just put a hint of that in there, and then that pretzel added that rich brown bread. Oh, so good. I had 2 variations that I'm testing. So one has more smoked notes to it versus this one. Yeah, so I had to test it out. It's really yummy. I have one here from Second and Spruce, I think. Actually, that's it for the clams. Yeah, so we'll get into other vendor works. I finally melted my cake bite here of Wasting Away in What the Melon Ritaville, which is What the Melon Rita, which is the muddled watermelon, lime margarita, and sugar. Then you have key lime pie. This was so freaking good. So freaking good. I loved the key lime note added in with the margarita and the watermelon. Like, it just gave it an extra zing, but you also get like the gourmand crusty base of the key lime pie. This was refreshing, delicious. Going in my binder. I need more of this. Well, like I mentioned in my last video, not a single scent that I've ever melted from Erica. I mean, all of the scents basically that I've melted from Erica that I have tried and ordered from her would be repurchases. Again, loved that. Okay. Then we have one-offs. Finished up my tub of coconut crack from the Pharmacist's Daughter. Such a delicious, creamy coconut blend. This is coconut cream pie, coconut shortbread cookies, pie crust, and sugar cookie dough. If you love decadent coconut, I would highly recommend this. I've melted that twice now, and it would be a repurchase for me. So good. Also melted, this was in a round robin, I think that I got from the one Courtney hosted. I could be wrong, but I think it's that one. From Silky Soaps, this is SunKissed. This is like a tanning lotion kind of scent, but there's like a fresh aquatic note to this. It was so pretty. This was like a koi shape, so it kind of made me sad to cut it, but it was beautiful. Absolutely loved that. Also, I melted through from Swinky in my recent purchase. I say recent. I got this in April. These were like extras. From Swinky, I melted the shapes here in Retro Starburst. This has mango, rainbow sherbet, and peach. Mango and peach go well together like rice and butter. It was so refreshing, so fruity. Like, it makes your mouth water, which is how sweet and tart this combination is. I would definitely get that again. One I melted in my kitchen, all four of these shapes in my two warmers in my crock, or my warmer in my crock in my kitchen. Dr. Pepper cream soda from Southbound. This is spicy orange, cherry, toasted almond, clove, and cinnamon, which is Dr. Pepper, and then the vanilla cream soda. Absolutely yummy. This smelled just like Dr. Pepper. I forgot what I'd put in the kitchen though, so like when I came back from work, all that I could smell were the spices, like the clove and the cinnamon. So I was like, I don't remember putting any sort of gourmand or bakery blend in there. So, also, I do want to mention, I only was able to smell this for like half an hour before I had to go to work. So I'm not sure 100% how it did, but I really enjoyed it for the time that I could smell it. And I loved how it smelled on cold. Very summer appropriate to me. In the living room, I melted through this Pharmacist's Daughter scent that I also got from the round robin with Courtney. This is Nobrainer, which has blue sugar and sandalwood, hipster, and perfect man. This was a very masculine cologne leaning scent, but it was so pretty, so refreshing. I like masculine cologne-y scents. I really enjoyed this. I don't know what is in hipster or the perfect man, but I know that those are cologne scents, and blue sugar is a Aquilina type. Thoroughly enjoyed this. It did dissipate quite a bit though. I had put this in the morning yesterday around 6 in the living room, and it wasn't as potent when I came home from work, but I did love this. Another one that I thoroughly enjoyed from the round robin that Jeannie hosted. This is L3 Waxy Wonders and Grape Bubblegum. This was so good. Grape is such an amazing summer scent mixed with the bubblegum. It was absolutely beautiful and delicious. Mouth watering. Would get that again. Another one that I had melted was my souffle here of Circus animal stuffed sugar cookies from Salt Mountain Melts, and I melted half in my bedroom and then melted the other half in my living room. So this has Circus animal cookies, sugar cookie dough, and frosted sugar cookies. Loved this. Wasn't a banger though, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to my loaf that I have until next year and see how well that develops. I have tried her original Circus animal cookies, and I think that loaf was 2 years old, but it was buttery and delicious. So I'm very curious to see how much additional cure time will do for this, for me to have the performance that I want. But I loved what I could smell. And then lastly, well, not lastly, the last bag I have here. This is from the Candle Nurse in Always Whisper, which is watermelon lemonade type, salty sea air, and sun washed linen. This is so good. So refreshing. I love the sun washed linen in this. I get more of that and the watermelon lemonade and then the salty sea air when it was in my warmers. And these 6 pieces were just the right amount to do in my whole space out there in the little open concept that I have. Such a beast. Performed better for me than another blend that I've had made like this. So this was so good. Good job, Emily. And then the same day that was melting, I put this in the bathroom from Teddy B's Fresh Summer Woods. This is another beautiful like laundry type scent. I can't remember what the notes are in this, but I know it has a little like cottonwood. This is just kind of more powdery laundry, whereas this is more summer laundry. I don't know how else to describe it. I really did enjoy Fresh Summer Woods, but I don't know if I would get more than a souffle, only because laundry type scents that are full on laundry, not blended with something sweet, tend to give me a headache. But I did enjoy it. This lasted a good 24 hours in the bathroom, so really, yeah, I really loved that one. This was a Tarte that was a pineapple cake scent that I took from the Round Robin. And I did this in the kitchen, no, in the bathroom. I want to say it was Candles from the Keeping Room. Normally Candles from the Keeping Room throw well for me in my 25-watt ceramic warmers from Scentsy. And this was a whole tart, like a cookie, like a grubby cookie. But I didn't get much from it in my bathroom. But I'm not going to blame the bathroom. The bathroom's hard to scent anyway. Usually I have to use like 2 to 3 cubes of Scentsy, or like a whole shape in there normally. But I don't know, I would try it again. I'm down for pineapple and bakery. But that is everything that I have melted through this week. I have thoroughly enjoyed my melting for the summer scents. Also just enjoying diving into my stash. It's been so much fun. Really am enjoying caramel, apple type scents, and all my bakery. So that is it, you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're melting. Hope you're staying hydrated. Please stay hydrated. Don't get headaches like me and be dumb because of due to lack of hydration, proper hydration. But yeah, that's everything that I got through. I hope you guys are great, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye.